Knights of Columbus. I'm a lay Dominican, and we're bringing you a show produced by the Archbishop Michael J. Curley and St. John de Matha Council. Tonight I want to welcome a friend of mine, Jeff Mirus from Trinity Communications, about the Catholic Resource Network. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. So could you tell us, what is the Catholic Resource Network?
Well, the Catholic Resource Network is a computerized online information and service system. Many people may be familiar with systems like CompuServe, Prodigy, America Online. This is the same concept except it's an all-Catholic system. People can connect if they have a computer. They can connect with a host computer that we run, which is filled with information and which has other people, organizations, and individuals who serve as resource people also connected with it to answer questions or to provide Catholic services.
I understand you were a professor at Christendom College, and I'm wondering how you got from that to communications.
Well, it's kind of a long transition, but it doesn't need to take a long time to tell about it. I was always interested in publishing, and even when I was at Christendom, I was in charge of the Christendom College Press. In 1985, I decided to give up teaching entirely to devote myself full-time to publications. And we did a little bit of video, a little bit of audio, and books, and even some magazines. Got into some financial difficulties, got overextended. And, but then after a few more years, came up with the idea of electronic communications as something that we could afford to get into and could continue to try to serve the church with that concept.
That's great. What kind of things can you do with it?
There are a variety of types of things. They really fall into three main categories. One, research. We have many libraries, online libraries, filled with documents of various kinds, books, articles, especially church documents, encyclicals, council documents. And if an individual needs information of that type, he can connect with his computer and look through the file listings that we have, and if he needs a particular document to get more information about a topic, he can transfer that document to his own computer. A second activity that's very common online is message-based discussions. You can post a message in a variety of discussion areas on this system, and other people, when they connect with the system, can respond to your message. And so a discussion can get started over time. You can either be asking a question or simply offering thoughts for discussion. It's a great way to exchange information and ideas. And the third major area of activity on the system would be actually chatting back and forth with people who happen to be connected to the system at the same time as you are. This is called conferencing. Sometimes there can be a special event where a particular organization sponsors an expert on a certain topic to take questions at a particular time and on an evening or a weekend, and anybody who's interested can dial in, type in a question, and get an immediate answer back. So these would be three of the most common forms of use of the system.
Who else would be involved in this? Anyone else that we might know within the Catholic community and so forth?
Absolutely. In fact, it's critical to a system of this type to be able to offer a broad range of services and information. And what we've done is tried to set it up so it's divided into sub-areas, which we call forums. Each forum is hosted by an organization or an individual who has expertise in that particular area of Catholic thought or life. So, for example, we have the Institute on Religious Life, which hosts a forum for priests and religious. We have Catholic Answers, an organization in California that hosts a section on apologetics. We have the American Life League hosting the Pro-Life Forum. We have altogether about 20, a little bit over 20 different forums, each with its own particular organizational or priest host who is expert in that particular area.
That's great. That's great. Sounds wonderful. I'm wondering if you could take us through a step-by-step process for, there might be a lot of people who are watching who may not know anything about computers, if you could tell us.
Sure. It is a bit of a learning curve for people the first time you do it. But basically, once you have a computer, you also need a device called a modem, which enables a computer to connect with another computer to exchange information over a regular telephone line. The modem can dial the phone just like you can. You use the modem and software on your computer that controls the modem to dial the Catholic Resource Network, and that makes a connection which brings the information on our system to your computer screen. And what comes up first is a menu. The whole system is menu-driven, so you select choices off the screen, and you can choose to go into a mail area and send a private electronic mail message to somebody, or you can go to one of the forums that that has a topic that you're interested in. We even have marketplaces online where you can browse through lists of Catholic books and tapes and make electronic purchases, all menu-driven. So that menu comes up on your screen, and you navigate by selecting options off the menu with your keyboard. And then when you're done, you hit the G key for goodbye, and you're disconnected. It's